Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Lou Hilliard here with Atlanta Hyperbaric Center. You know, business has been booming better than ever, and I just want to share a great motivational video for you guys. And I want to thank all of my customers, people that also subscribe to my channel. That if it wasn't because of you guys, I wouldn't be here making these videos. So if you guys can, please like, share, and subscribe, and literally be a part of our community here. I'd love to have you, and you're the reason why I'm here making this content. So, you know, with living in my lifestyle the way I live, you know, living a carefree lifestyle, meaning that I don't necessarily follow the everyday laws and rules that most people do and how they live their life. I haven't worked a day or for a company or for anybody else in over 25 years, and literally been hustling ever since the streets of New York all the way up to here. Always been hustling. But most important, I think one of the main reasons for my success is because everything that I've always done, I do above the books. I do with integrity. And integrity is got to be one of the main words and main definitions that any businessman needs to follow. That I tell you what, if it wasn't for the integrity that I have in my business, if it wasn't for the integrity I have in how I do business with people, that I wouldn't be near as successful as I am. You know, of course, you always get some of those player haters, or you always get people that you might not please all the time. Well, how likely is that, you know, also in life? But most of the customers, 99.9% of the people I interact with, I do business with, is always a good interaction. Now, with that being said, sometimes you have to understand, and when you're doing business and you're dealing with people, that they might not have the same integrity as you. So at times, you know, I could even seem like I'm brash or even jerkish, because you know, there's people sometimes that would just love to take what you have, manipulate it for their own type of words, or for their own benefit. So stand by what you believe in. You know, do business with integrity, and let the players and the people or the haters, you know, just let them move on. With that being said, when you're focused on a goal and you're focused on life, and you're just trying to live life, you know, most important thing that you need to do, of course, not only just having integrity, is falling in love with yourself. That, you know, nobody can do it for you. Family's not going to do it for you. Friends cannot do it for you. Only you can fall in love with yourself. And the more that you fall in love with yourself, the better you're going to get in shape, the better that you're going to treat people, and the better people are going to start to respect and treat you, because you're starting to love and appreciate yourself, and most important, demand some respect. I got a little something on here I was painting earlier today, guys, so excuse that. But anyways, with that being said, that, you know, when you start doing things with love and you start, you know, falling in love with yourself, that, you know, people will change their outlook on you, and people will also start to interact with you differently, because they start to see the change that you're making. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be physical. Most important, it's always mental, and how you're going to change your life. And with that being said, as you continue to grow and you're trying to change your life, and always for the better, you know, there are people that you have to distance yourself from at times. Do you want to do it? No. But in order for you to protect yourself, or protect your mindset, sometimes you just have to love some people from afar, because you don't want to ruin either your mindset, or get into a state of mind where you're you know, hurt or angry or what have you. So sometimes it's just better to love, you know, some of those people from afar that you care about the most. And also the ones that come to you, you give them the most respect, you give them the most love every time you come across anybody, whether it be family member, whether it be friend, and continue to grow that way. Now, as you're growing, and as I continue to grow through my goals, you know, I'm always cycling people in and cycling people out. People could think like, man, Lou, you go through a lot of people. No, I go through a lot of people and I keep only the best ones. I keep only the ones that are in line with my thinking, that are in line with my vibrational energy, that we can grow together. And then there's other sometimes people that you might not mesh with, and that's all right too. They can still be your friends, you can still hang out, but you know what? You might not just include them in some of your everyday dealings or business dealings or personal dealings in life. So understand that, you got to keep your circle pretty small, and that circle of small friends is the ones that believe in your goals, that believe in what you're trying to do, and that are going to support you no matter if you mess up or not. That's the really big thing. That's kind of like what makes friends. In my life and throughout different times, I've had different friends that kind of went through, we'll say, the test. And necessarily, am I trying to test anybody? No, by no means. But as different situations happen in life, and you'll see how people that you think are your friends, how they respond, or how they even act, or how do they even listen or regurgitate some of the stuff that they're being said. If they're like that, you got to keep those. Those are toxic. They're just as toxic as the people that are talking bad or doing things bad, and that's all right. You just keep them off at a distance, because remember, in order for you to achieve your goals, you have to have people around you that believe in you and believe in the journey that you're trying to take to achieve a goal. And if that person or people don't, and they're talking behind your back, or they're just not supportive, or whatever it may be, you just keep them off at a distance, and that's all right. You let them talk. If they're talking about you and you're a topic of their conversation and you're not around, then you've already won, because you already won what? Rent in their head. For free, you're living in their head. So let those people do that. That's all right. Actually, I take it as a compliment when people say, hey, Lou, I heard this about you. And 99% of the time, it's so blown out of proportion and whacked out that I just laugh at them. So with that being said, don't get your panties twisted up when you hear, oh, I heard this, I heard that. Because guess what? Pigeons like to peck, and chickens like to eat their own shit and peck and always looking at the ground. They're always looking at the ground. They're never looking up. If you're an eagle like myself, my nickname's been Eagle, but, I've always been called Eagle from different friends and family and mentors. And I don't understand why that has always followed me. But, in order to be an eagle, eagles do what? They fly high, 5 miles high. They're above the sky. They're flying. They're soaring. They're not hanging out with the pigeons and the chickens eating their own shit. So don't be a pigeon. Don't be a chicken. Be an eagle in life. And guess what? Eagles can't hang out with chickens and pigeons. They don't even fly at the same level. So understand that you have to be thinking of yourself like a proud lion, a lioness, an eagle, or whatever it is, that you're at the top of your game. That, in starting this hyperbaric industry over 15 years ago, when I was the very first doctor that had a hyperbaric chamber in their office, and I would go around Atlanta knocking on the doors of every physician in Atlanta, people would literally laugh at me, shut the door, what have you. But now, 15 years later, I have every doctor in the entire country wanting to do exactly what Dr. Hilliard did. Now, if I listened to mentors or friends at that time, I never would have done it. I was part of a chiropractic organization, and I had friends and mentors that said, don't do that. That's not part of what you were raised to do or you're educated to do. And you know what? How wrong they were, that if I would have listened to them. So Be careful of who you surround yourself with, because if I would have listened to those mentors or those friends, that I'd still be where I was 10, 15 years ago. And today now what I'm doing is I'm traveling, getting ready to travel around the country and speak to doctors all over the country where I've helped put in their chambers, I helped put in their cryotherapy, I've trained their staff, I've trained the hospital staff, but now I'm going to see them personally. And why do I want to see them? Because it's all about what? That's that private touch. It's that extra something special that we can give to your customer. So any way that you can give something extra to your customer, if you're in sales or if you even do business, cutting trees, even a plumber, when you send that customer an extra card, when you send them a written letter that says, thank you for your business, I appreciate your consideration for your business. I appreciate your business. That means amazing amounts of karma, positive karma towards you when you're giving thanks before they even buy, or when they do buy, you tell that customer thank you. And being that gratefulness and showing these customers can only do one thing, guys. It can only build a better business for yourself. So with that being said, take this time to learn how to grow, learn how to now start to siphon out some of the player haters, some of the people that might not support you. And then also, most important, learn how to just love yourself, forgive yourself for your wrongs, because the more you forgive yourself, the better. I hope it got refocused back in. I noticed I was a little blurry there. But notice that, when you start loving yourself, you start to forgive yourself, you're actually open yourself up for more abundance. And that's what I want with each and every one of my subscribers is to start living with some abundance and start changing their mindset, that you don't have to do the rat race 9 to 5 every day. Now during the post-COVID age, that more than ever, businesses are transforming, and literally people are being able to work from home. People are able to work on the road. People are able to work without going in. So if you want to live that life, now is the time that you can live a life of where you're not, strapped down by the time clock, clocking in and clocking out at every day, 5-6 days a week at a certain time, that you can literally start living the life of your dreams and start traveling, start taking your family on places, start building some memories. And that's what this video sessions are going to be about, is how you can live a carefree lifestyle just like me, and live with abundance, live with being in shape and healthiness and healthy state of mind, and watch your life transform before your eyes, before your friends' eyes. I think I said enough for today, guys. But this is what's coming up real soon. I'm going to be shopping around. Of course, you guys know I'm going to be shopping around for some RVs. I'm shopping around for them. Hopefully going to be doing a tour real soon across the country. And you know what? If you have a city and you have a place that you'd like me to stop at, put it in the comment box. You never know. I just might show up. Have yourself a great day. Please like, share, and subscribe below. And I'll talk to you soon. Love each and every one of you. Take care.